有，没错。
欢迎回到我们的频道。
我们的频道 yes. So we haven't do an English video for a long time. I know a lot of our fans actually watch our channel to learn English.
And I think one of our viewers actually told us their teacher played our video for like English learning purposes.
Oh yeah, my friend told me. So that's why our video always have two languages subtitle, because we are helping you guys learn English. So we do a collab with Cambly.
Cambly?
Yeah. So Cambly is a website that they have tutors all over the world.
They're
so,
available online 24 hours a day.
Yeah, if you like American accent, you can choose tutors from America. If you like British accent.
I heard that the British accent is actually easier to speak than the American accent, which I did not know. Oh, I did not know this indeed. Laboratory.
So this time we also have a code. It's right.
Sure. Right for a free 15-minute trial. You can hop on and see what it's all about, learn some English.
He's actually a tutor on Cambly too.
So maybe you guys can learn some important English words.
Yes. So today we're gonna really help you to improve your spoken English. Keep on watching. You know, when we grow up and study English in China, we always study English from a textbook. So after I came to America, I always feel like I couldn't open my mouth to speak English. One thing I feel like is really helpful is when I talk to an English speaker, I would just put my mindset in like American way. If I think like Chinese way, I was thinking the Chinese answer and then translate to English. That actually slowed down my spoken English.
Yeah.
So that's how I actually improve my English. So today I'm gonna share with you guys about my trick. One thing is, a lot of Chinese do certain things that Chinese don't think it's rude, but American will think it's rude. Just like when we ordering food in China, we will tell the server, say, 我想要这个, like, I want this. Like, if you go straight to a server to say, oh, I want this and that, that's kind of rude. But we don't think it's rude because that's how we talk in Chinese.
You definitely say things like, I would like to have some water. You say things like, oh, I would like to have a pizza, or could I get a pizza with pepperoni, please? You always say please, sir, thank you, can I have, may I have.
I talk about this in my older video too. When you walking on the street, America, like strangers, they will just smile to you and say, oh, how are you? That when you don't even know them. That's like American culture that we don't do it in China. If you smile to like a stranger on the street, they probably think you're creepy.
Someone asks you, hey, how are you? Say, oh, I'm doing good, how are you? And they'll say, oh, good. And then that's a pivotal moment where you can go, oh, good, and then continue on your way, or you can like scan their body to see if you like their shoes or their shirt or something. And when someone tells you, hey, I really like your shoes, it is required by law that you tell them where you got them and how much they were.
No.
It is though.
So if you want to make friends with someone, really, you can just be like, oh, how are you? And then compliment their clothes. Dealing with professors or family members, that makes me really nervous. In China, I always call my parents' friend uncle or aunt, you know, 叔叔阿姨. So in China, if I'm married to you, I'll call your mom. Like I can do it, but I don't have to. So I just call his mom her name.
That's kind of like you have now entered the respect zone or something. Like when you're a little kid, you can't call any adult by their name. Now that you are recognized as an adult, you can call your teachers by their first name, your professors by their first name.
Sometimes I feel like it's awkward to call them first name because some of our professors will acting they're cool, like, oh, just call me Sam, their first name.
Sam.
Like, yeah, just call me Sam. But I feel so awkward to do it because I feel like I should call him professor. Do you think American or Chinese, who are more straightforward?
Chinese.
Really? So before I came to American, I heard Americans are really straightforward. If they don't like it, they just tell you they don't like it. If they like it, they'll just tell you you like it.
It's split between North and South America. The North will tell you, oh, this food's kind of gross, I don't want to eat it. And then the people don't care. The less words, the better, is how the North Northern America thinks. But in the South, it takes so long to get the point across. So if the food tastes bad, they'd be like, oh, I'm really sorry about this. I'm sure you spent a lot of time cooking this, but I just really don't like cheese, and there's a lot of cheese in here. I'm so sorry. I'm sure someone else would have really enjoyed this meal. All the words just to say I don't like your food. But it's very polite. Southern is seen as more polite. Northern are more blunt. It's called being blunt when you get to the point faster. It's best to be straightforward and say no. They would hate it if I made up an excuse like, oh, I'm sorry, like my grandma's not feeling that well, like lying. They would rather just be like, no, I can't, I'm sorry.
My mom never say no to her friend. She always help her friend. In China, you know, they have 人情, that you do me a favor, I do you a favor, some kind of thing. So I have a hard time to say no to people too. It's fine to say no. Yeah, it's fine.
We don't like when people don't know how to say no.
But I say no 3 times. So another thing is I feel like it's more about accent. I don't speak perfect English, but just don't judge me. I'm just trying to help, okay?
Your English is very good. It really doesn't matter if you have an accent. We can understand you as long as you're pronouncing words correctly.
I heard a lot of Chinese accent was like, for example, you should go to work. So a lot of Chinese will say it, you should go to work like this. Because should, they have a D at the end. So a lot of people will say you should. But actually, you will say you should.
Should.
Like you don't say the at the end like that.
Should. Like stop the air coming out of your mouth when you hit the D and should.
Yeah.
Don't, not should. Sometimes you don't even have to pronounce the last letter, really. Like, you should go to work. I didn't even say duh. You should. For example, when you say, I would like some butter on my bread, you actually have to make yourself sound dumber to sound more native, if that makes sense. So you would say, I would like some butter on my bread. Butter. It sounds like B-U-D-D-E-R instead of T-T.
Maybe try to record when you speak English. Try to say this word that I would like to have some butter on my bread.
What you'll need to focus on is blending words together to say when I was young. We don't say when I was young, we would say when I, as if it was one word. When I. If I say I took my keys, we don't really say I took my, we would say took my. Sounds like one word. Other words that we don't pronounce exactly, butter is not butter, is not water, it's water. Like important, I always say important, but a lot of people just make it important. Important.
It's so hard for me to do it though.
Yeah.
Important.
Running, the ing at the end, sometimes we'll just say running. Like, oh, I'm just running to the store. That's kind of slang, but it makes you sound native. Past tense, future tense, present tense are really important. So if you want to say a past tense sentence, you have to make sure all the words are conjugated for the tense. So if I say, I go to work yesterday, that's incorrect. You need to say, I went to work. Go turns into went.
I know that we have to say it, but when we speak in English, we can't really function in our brain.
I know, it's just something you have to teach yourself over and over and over. Also, making words plural. You have to add the S. You have to say cars. You can't say he have 3 cars. So if you can add a number before the word to explain how many there are, then you have to add an S. 3 cars. But you wouldn't say, I have 3 monies. You don't. You have to say, I have $3.
Yeah, just like water, you cannot break water. So it cannot be waters. But it can be 1 cup or 2 cups of water. And a few days ago, I actually asked a question on Billy that if you guys have any moment you don't know how to express yourself in English, or you don't understand a lot of what your friend said in English, he's gonna answer all that question for you guys. Yeah. There's one thing I wanted to tell you guys is when you have a conversation with a native English speaker, if you don't understand anything or you don't know how to express anything, you can literally just ask them. Because a lot of my friends, including me, and sometimes when I talk to a native English speaker, sometimes I will feel really shy to ask them because I feel shame to not knowing what they're saying. So yeah, don't feel shy or shame. You can just literally ask them.
People in America love to feel like they're helping. So if you're like, hey, I don't know how to say this, how can I say this? And then say you're horrible, whatever, and then they'll be like, oh, let me, because I'm so smart, my brain's so big, I can help you. It'll make them feel cool. Just
like if you go online with a tutor on Cambly, you can ask them anything, and then they will correct you, and you actually will feel like you improve a lot. This guy asked, So one day in English class, and the teacher asked, "What's this called?" Look, imagine this. This is the paper.
A stapler.
Is it stapler?
Yeah.
Someone says staple.
The
No?
staple is the piece of metal that comes out of the stapler.
So this guy wanted to share some of the English words of like the office stuff.
Descorations, which is desk decoration.
I can say printer, pen holder, folder.
And your name plate. You could have a computer monitor, a
Also
keyboard,
computer.
a mouse. The big part of the computer, the box, is called a tower.
And on the computer you have speaker too. And then this guy wanted to know some like really authentic conversation. Someone call you.
Oh,
And
phone
what
call.
to
That's a
say.
good thing we haven't really talked
Yeah.
about. So,
Okay, I need to complain about phone call. I hate phone call. Don't call me ever. I hate people call me. When I have phone call, it's so hard to see their mouth, and sometimes I couldn't understand what it's saying. Plus, a lot of scammers in America. They're not English speaker. They're like either from India, and they're either for like
it's all India. I don't know.
yeah,
They're all
a
Indian.
lot of Indian. They always call me and like trying to scam me.
Really, if you're in America at college or something and you get phone calls asking for money or something, or that you owe money, just hang up. Just hang up. If it's important, you will get a letter in the mail. I promise you. Yeah, if you don't understand something on the phone, you could just say sorry, and then that means like repeat that, or you could say sorry, could you repeat that?
Oh, this guy wanted to ask a lot of gang slang.
It's called trash talk.
Yeah.
Laji talk.
So how do you say someone is logic?
You literally say this guy's trash. What a
Trash.
noob.
Noob means like you.
You're new to the game. You're a
Yeah.
newbie.
You know what's 带你飞 mean? 飞 means fly. So that means I'll carry you.
Okay, you could say that was big IQ. Something people will post as a title for a YouTube video of someone doing something dope in a video game. They'll say 1000 IQ play. That means the guy was a brainiac. If somebody's not moving, they're called AFK, away from keyboard.
He's throwing. 他现在在送人头. Same as throwing, and you can say this guy's it's feeding. I'm farming. Farming means that you are trying to kill more minions and then get the money and then build up your stuff.
I never understood why people are so toxic in a game. It's not going to make your teammates better.
Toxic. It's
Toxic, yes.
Yeah,
if you are
toxic.
toxic, that means that you are like poison. Like you're just spewing poison.
Yeah, 有毒.
You'll do.
如果你想要说这个人开挂, yeah.
He's hacking. He's got aimbot. Oh, a couch potato? That's someone who never leaves the couch. They just sit on the couch all the time.
This guy wanted to learn some slang.
We're all about making the sentences shorter and shorter and shorter. So instead of saying, what's up? Now we just say, sup. Sup, dude?
Alright. Now people say, I.
Hi, dude. What's up, man? They can say, not a lot.
If you wanted to talk more younger or more casual, you can say like. But it doesn't sound too
Smart. You sound
Yeah.
dumb. The more like you say, the dumber you sound.
I really overuse like, but that's how I talk because I like to talk more casual.
Or dumb. JK, LOL.
And there's another word to make you sound more native. It's literally.
Oh.
But that's a slang that make you sound more native.
Like, I was totally
Yeah.
like, oh my god, like.
I heard a conversation on the lobby at school, and there was like two teenagers girls was like, oh, you know, I was like, and she's like this like and that like. I hear like 20 likes in that conversation. So I was like, oh, that's how Americans talk.
No.
I don't think I speak really good English, so like this word when you use in your sentence can be a pause. That
It's a filler word. Just
Yeah,
a word you
you-
stick in there when you're thinking. Kind
Yeah.
of like, but sounds even stupider than like. But like also makes you sound stupid. So it is better, if you want to sound intelligent, just avoid saying like. And if you were to go to an interview, if you need to think about the word, just don't say anything. Oh, I am from this area. Like the pause is okay as opposed to saying, I am from like over there. Tina has learned to use a lot of native girl speech. She just said literally, like, actually in
Yeah.
the same sentence. We overuse those words a lot. If you say literally,
But-
like, you can even say that. You can say literally, like, I went to the store, like, literally yesterday, and literally I was, like, dead.
And this guy was like, how to say 上火.
I don't understand that.
Yeah.
I don't think even
I don't
Chinese
think-
people understand it.
I don't think American has this saying. I don't think they understand it at all.
We have healthy and unhealthy, but sometimes like what watermelon is hot. Like sometimes good things are hot for some reason, and they don't know who made this. Hitting on you if I'm flirting with you. Hitting on. Don't say hitting you like, oh, I'm hitting this girl. 'Cause then
Hitting
they're
means
thinking
punch.
hitting on. You gotta say on after hitting, or else you're an abusive person.
So this person wanted to know how to say 好厉害, like awesome.
I always say that's dope, or that's cool, that's awesome, that's sick. If something is really cool, it's sick or it's dope.
So I was watching the movie 8 Mile of Eminem, and then after he was battling, one of his friends was like, oh, that's sick, we are the shit.
Yeah, we the free world. We are the shit. We are the shit.
And then all the comments 弹幕 and all say, what? We are the shit.
The word the is before shit, then it's good. If there is no the, it's bad. Shit is a very confusing word. You can be the shit, which means you're cool. You can be shit, which means you're trash. Shit can mean nothing too. Like if someone says, whoa, what are you up to? You can say, not shit. It can be a verb, a noun, an adjective.
But Eminem is so cool.
Duh. He's the shit. And other people are shit at rapping. They don't know shit.
Okay, that's today's video. If you like this video, don't forget to like it.
I hope we raised your IQ by at least 1 point.
In the comment down below and share it to your friend. You know, 一键三连.
We'll probably do videos similar to this one, maybe once a month.
So feel free to DM me and comment English words that you don't know or you don't know how to express yourself, and then like let us know and we can fix it.
Or if you're wanting to talk to me on Cambly, DM her and we can set
Yeah,
that up.
and I'll put his name here.
But alright, deuces.
Bye bye!